If you're a regular viewer here on the show, you know how committed we are to raising awareness to those rare diseases that often get overlooked or misdiagnosed.
So our Behind the Mystery continued its support of the rare disease community by attending the World Orphan Drug Congress in Washington, D.C. this April.
It's really amazing. Over 1,000 global attendees came together to discuss the latest trends in orphan drug research, advocacy and action influencing drug development, and biotechs discussing gene therapies. Take a look.
They're called rare diseases. In the U.S. and Europe, 60 million are affected. Worldwide, the number's even more staggering, with an estimated 350 million men, women, and children suffering some form of rare disease. The nation's capital played host to this year's Orphan Drug Congress USA, and it was a packed house, with professionals from pharmaceutical, advocacy, and patient groups attending, all with one purpose: to find treatments for the 7,000 rare diseases and disorders.
We're bringing around 800 stakeholders from the orphan drug and rare disease industry to meet, brainstorm, and dialogue about the challenges and opportunities in orphan drug development and rare disease research.
There's nothing more energizing than being in a room like this with 800 people all passionate about rare disease.
Hunter syndrome is but one type of rare disease, an inherited metabolic disorder causing permanent and progressive damage. One pharmaceutical company is taking on the challenge.
It's incredible, really, to come to a congress where there are so many people who are focused on such rare conditions.
Rare diseases can affect anyone at any age. Nearly half of all people affected by rare disease are children, and 30% won't live to see their 5th birthday.
One of our heart and soul is dealing with these rare orphan space, especially in a pediatric designation. We really just, obviously no one wants to see sick children, and that is a cause near and dear to our heart.
While big business and even big pharma have their critics, a core of pharmaceutical companies are truly stepping up to the plate, donating time, resources, and people power to help discover therapies and ultimately cure.
In a round table that we had this afternoon, we had a person from a patient advocacy group say how it's really typical to go against pharma, but pharma is also the people who are producing the drugs that are saving these kids' lives. So I do think it's nice for organizations and conferences such as this that brings everyone together, brings the advocacy groups and brings the pharmaceutical groups together to see that there is a human side of this. They don't just care about the bottom line, they really care about the patients. I think it's good for everyone to see that.
Heroes come in all sizes and backgrounds. This wife and mother, originally from Dubai, is a teacher living in Nebraska. Nina Nazar's pure passion as a patient advocate resonates through all 7 languages she speaks, including English.
I live with a very rare skeletal dysplasia called Jansen's metaphyseal chondrodysplasia. It's one of the very ultra-rare diseases, only 22 cases worldwide. Only 4 confirmed cases in America, and 3 of them are in my family, with myself included. So that's why I'm here to push for funding to get more research into the disease, because we have researchers at the Boston Mass General Hospital working on a cure, and so we are looking at getting that cure to clinical trial.
The rarefied air of passion for a cause filled the room at this year's Orphan Drug Conference.
You couldn't be an advocate, you couldn't be an advocacy leader if you didn't have a passion or some sort of connection that motivates you to spend all this time and all this energy doing this. 2 of my 3 daughters have the disease. One passed away back in 1995. The second, who was the older one, she was 14 at the time, and they said she lived to be 18 or 20. She's now 36. And so we're blessed by that, but at the same time, we're challenged because it says how little we know about the disease, because that's a surprise. It's a surprise blessing for us.
This is a great conference to connect with all the different kind of stakeholders, patients, patient advocacy organizations, vendors and partners, and we also have a lot of clients here. So we'll often do a talk or two as kind of thought leaders in the space. It's important for us to kind of share our recent experience and some of the innovative approaches we're doing. And I find that this conference, it's growing each year and it's becoming a better and better venue all the time as a platform for that.
Patient portals on the World Wide Web are making for better patient-based management.
We're here to explain how digital can support patients who have rare diseases. Patients who have rare diseases have additional unique challenges beyond other chronic conditions, and digital offers some advantages in helping what we do, which is personalized patient engagement and support.
It was hard to find anyone who didn't have a personal story to share. It's what makes this conference so special.
My sister was diagnosed with pulmonary hypertension 18 years ago. They told her she was 28 years old, and they told her she wasn't going to live to see her 30th birthday. And yesterday was her birthday. She turned 47. She's alive because of the Pulmonary Hypertension Association driving research. There are now 14 therapies for pulmonary hypertension. Pulmonary Hypertension Association would not exist if it wasn't for the National Organization of Rare Disorders.
It really is the most fulfilling part of my job, which is the chance to meet with patients, their families, their parents, and some of the most memorable moments of my entire journey through this company at Spark. I founded the company actually in 2013, and while I've had the chance to meet tons and tons of people in all sorts of circles, the ones that I remember most are those meetings with a mother of a daughter who had the prospect of losing her vision and or already had lost her vision, and now being able to participate in a clinical trial and the change that they express psychologically, I think more than anything, is really a powerful statement for me to hear, and is the type of thrill and fulfillment that I get from this job more than anything else.
And that's why we do what we do. That's why we're in this industry, is we really care about the patients, and we just want to see the ability to improve lives.
Absolutely.
So great to see, Amber, all those people coming together to continue to fight for awareness and advocacy. So important.
It's so important, especially in this day and age. And we're going to continue to bring you more behind the mysteries, and you can always learn more by going to our website, thebalancingAct.com.
We'll be right back.